Hey everyone, this is Jareth over at Jim Bass Ford, and today we're going to be doing a test drive Tuesday on the all-new 23 F-150 Lariat. Alright guys, now we're inside the new 23 F-150 Lariat. This ride is absolutely amazing. If you have not driven one of these newer trucks, guys, you got to come down and you got to drive it. And not just from my standpoint, I promise you, it's one of the smoothest trucks that are out on the market. I mean, far by none on this. But let's get into a little bit of the features on this. This is the Lariat that we talked about, and this has a ton of stuff to go over. So we'll try to hit as much of it as we can in this video for you. First and foremost, this has got blind spot detection, which actually is activated right now. Little lights lit up orange for me as that car was coming past. It's one of the greatest safety features I think they've ever put in cars. I mean, there's tons of blind spots in vehicles, not necessarily saying this one, but that feature right there can definitely save a life, and that's on both sides right there for you. Talking about that, it does have the 360 camera system, so whenever you're parking into a spot or you're backing up or whatever, you have a full view around the vehicle, which is crystal clear. Once again, another feature that once you have, you're never going to not want to have it. So definitely recommend on that. Okay, talking about the features and stuff and looking at everything, this does have the lane departure as well too, which the lane departure is if you activate it right here on your screen, you turn on your lane keeping system, and then if you go to switch lanes using your blinker, it's not going to do anything. But if I get out of my lane while not using my blinker, guys, it's going to pull me back into the lane. Another great safety feature that a lot of people don't think about. If for some reason you don't like the fact that it pulls you back into the lane, you can always just turn it to where it's an alert, to where it just lets you know that, hey, you're simply getting out of your lane, which a lot of people prefer just that setup on there as well too. Talking about that, that's a great thing about the Fords. You can actually turn on and turn off just about every single setting inside this car, whether you like it or don't like it. A lot of vehicles don't have that capability. This does, so that's a great thing, which I can show you here after a little bit when we get to a stopping point. This one does, being the Lariat, is going to have the nice new 12-inch screen that came out just a few years ago on here. That right there is a huge selling point alone on the stuff. But inside the screen, you do of course have all your standard, your Bluetooth, your Sirius radio, your navigation, and the best thing really is now that you have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And I know you're thinking, hey, they've had that for a while. No, it's wireless now, guys. That's awesome. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't like having to plug my phone in and everything else. That's awesome. The fact of the wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So another huge thing that they've came out with and making strides on all that. Also has a dual thermostat. Me and my wife are two totally different people. My wife likes to be like an Eskimo and stay cold, so it's great. She can keep hers at 60 degrees. And I can actually turn mine up and put mine to 70 degrees or whatever I'm more comfortable at. So phenomenal on that. Also having the heated seats and the cooled seats. You do have 3 different levels of each one of them. Those are located down here below your 12-inch screen and everything, where all your AC controls and everything are located at. So this specific truck that we're driving right now, this one is FX4, so got your 4-wheel drive. You have your 4 high, your 4 auto, and your 4 low. So this one's got the 36-gallon tank on there, which is amazing for your road trips. You're gonna get somewhere around the 650 mark. If you're doing pure highway, if you're going on an actual trip. I've even seen some people tell me that they've gotten a little over 700 on the 36-gallon tank when they're taking road trips. That's awesome. You can drive, I mean, all over. You're getting out of Texas all day, guys. I mean, with that. So if you're not taking trips, I mean, you go fill up, it might be a month later before you even got to fill up the truck. So great feature on there. If you choose, you can do it not with a 36-gallon tank as well too, and they come with a 26.5-gallon tank on the other ones. All right, this truck is actually going to be rated at 19 miles per gallon combined. It's going to be 17 in town, and it's going to be 23 on the highway, and that is with the 3.5 EcoBoost is what this truck actually has right here. Once again, if you don't quite want the 3.5, you can get it optioned out with the 5.0 V8. And you can do a 2.7 as well too. I know a lot of people, when they're buying trucks, they're buying them for a couple things. They're buying them for usually 2 things: for the fact of towing capacity, and also the fact that they like a bed to be able to throw stuff in, haul their own things and everything. So this has got a 5.5-foot bed, which is standard on there. You can't get a long bed, but they're only set up with certain ways and certain styles. This exact option with the FX4 and the 3.5 crew cab, this is going to be rated to tow right at 12,000 pounds, which 12,000 pounds is a lot, guys. I mean, it's going to pull the majority of your stuff, unless you get into fifth wheel and goosenecks and everything. And then, of course, we're talking about totally different trucks at that point. This does have the Pro Trailer Backup Assist for your towing as well, which there's a knob right here. The way that Pro Trailer Backup Assist actually works is once you hook it up and you get all your dimensions and everything set on there, this is actually going to be the way you really want the trailer to turn. So when you're backing up, you use the knob instead of the steering wheel, and if you want the trailer to go to the right, you turn the knob to the right, vice versa. If you need it to go left, you're going to turn it left. I know a lot of people are like, hey, that's backwards from what I've always known and what I've been taught. You are correct. But the great thing about the Pro Trailer Backup Assist is it's supposed to never allow your trailer to jackknife. So that right there is a super, super handy feature. Also, if you're not very good at backing up trailers like me, it's awesome. It's amazing. I mean, so Pro Trailer Backup Assist, another huge thing. We do also have trailer brake control right here, which is going to be standard on with your four-wheel drives and everything, like how this is set up. I actually want to show you something really cool, guys. This truck actually has the workstation that Ford's always talked about and knew out. So there's a little button right here that if you hit, it's going to take your shifter and it's going to fold it all the way down. And then right here, this actually flips over, which now you can have your lunch, you can have your iPad, you can have your laptop, whatever you need. And on top of that, you can plug it in right here with your 400 watt 120 volts. So amazing thing that Ford came out with. This actually is your center console as well too, so it flips back up the other way. When we were talking about the dual thermostat and everything earlier, all that is inside this 12-inch screen. There's a lot of stuff that you can do to it. So right here, you're going to notice it's going to change your temperatures. Driver's side is going to be right here, and then passenger side is going to be located up there for the dual thermostat. It does have all your audio, so of course you have your AM, FM, Sirius radio, and then your Bluetooth capabilities. Our next button is going to be our phone, which is going to be the Bluetooth. It does have your navigation screen right here, which, talking about that, the Android Auto and the Apple CarPlay that I told you about earlier that was wireless, has your Google Maps, your Waze maps, anything that you want off of it, which I absolutely love because the map stays up to date all the time on there. You can come in here to inside your apps. This is where your Apple CarPlay and your Android Auto's at, to where you can sync those together. And then, of course, inside your settings is where we can change absolutely a lot of the stuff with your vehicle. You can turn on your wipers to where you have a courtesy wipe. You can also do your locks. You can change it to where just all of them unlock, or just the driver door unlocks. So when I say that you can literally, guys, turn off everything, you can do everything. Your door keypad codes, you can come in here, you can make your own door keypad code specifically for yourself. Inside features, we got driver assistance, and you can come in here and you can turn on your lane keeping system, your pre-collision assist, your blind spot detection, your parking aid sensors, your cross traffic alert. And like I said, you can pick and choose really which ones you want on and which ones you don't. That's the beautiful thing about Ford, is if you don't like certain things, you can turn it off. It also has auto hold, which is whenever you come up to a complete stop, if you're at a stop sign, red light, Whataburger's drive-through, you can let completely off the brake. It will not move until you touch the gas pedal again. So some other really cool features and stuff inside here that you can come and you can turn on and off. There's a lot more to go over inside this truck. So just come down, ask for me, and be more than glad to show it to you.